So I'm a little late to the party, but at least I showed up. A lot of you guys have probably already seen these. Many of you have probably already picked this up. But where I'm at, we usually get things a few months late, and this is the first opportunity I've had today to pick this set up, so I picked a couple of them up. Now, I will say I have seen these in the store, well, kind of. Some places that I don't normally frequent in some bigger areas. I've seen several of these, and every one of them either had the car stolen out and only had the truck left, or maybe a car, or they had been bought and returned with just regular main lines in them instead of these cars, which seems to be a growing problem. Fortunately, I've not seen that really locally to where I'm at, but it is an issue. Hopefully you don't run into it, but just be aware if you're just getting into buying Hot Wheels that you might. Now, I'd say these premium transport sets and diorama sets are some of my favorite things that Hot Wheels has put out. I don't like every single one of these, but I like the idea, and they've had some really good ones. And I was kind of looking forward to this one. New casting here in the Nissan Sentra. Maybe a first time casting overall, I can't remember, but it looks really good. And I had a pretty decent day of hunting. There was a lot of leftover stuff, but there was some good new stuff out there that I kind of left. Probably could have picked up, but I think I'll probably do a separate, maybe a short or a video about that. I think I've seen some stuff that some of you out there will like. But for today, I just want to do an unboxing and review of this set here. And just kind of get into it here. We have all these sets and the dioramas, if you're not familiar, have a transport truck, 3 vehicles. They're kind of loosely themed. And this isn't to be confused with just what people normally would call a team transport, which is a transport truck in one car. Come in a big cart and a blister pack. If you're not familiar with Hot Wheels premium lines, generally they are going to have their metal body, metal base, and they have real rider tires or rubber tires. So, and that distinguishes them from the main lines. Several different lines of the premiums, but they all kind of have that in common. So this set in particular has the Fleet Street transport here, 91 Nissan Sentra SER. This set's been popular for that casting, and also because it has a Civic, and the Civics are generally pretty popular in whatever category they make them. This one's the Honda Civic EG, and we have the 95 Toyota Celica GT4, which we recently saw in the Mountain Drifter set, and that may make an appearance in this video. So let's go ahead and get this open. So I bought 2, so I've already opened the other set. The truck here. Sentra, Civic, and the Celica. Now, I'll just go ahead and say before we start, I think I like all of these castings. I think they did really good with the colorations and the wheel choice, and we'll talk about it more in depth as we go. But I think this has been probably one of the more solid castings, at least for me, that they've done. Tuner cars, you know, the JDM stuff is always pretty popular, so this set's, you know, no different. Go ahead and get into it here, but the Fleet Street, I think they did a good job with the coloration. It's just a nice, clean looking casting. My only gripe probably about this set is I don't know why they put 5 wheels or 5 tires on this. I wish they'd just make it 4. Normally things like that don't bother me, but for some reason on these it does. Just a minor little gripe. If you're interested, these are plastic. These are not rubber like the tires on the bottom of the cars. And if you're looking at these, sometimes these smooth ones, they'll look plastic, but they're not. They're actually rubber. Anyway, it looks pretty clean. I like the white and black look. And the good thing about this one is you could use this with multiple cars. Some of them, kind of the color or the way they're made, they don't really look aesthetically pleasing with certain cars. So this one should be good for quite a few different ones. This unsnaps and slides. It does not lower or raise. It's got a little bit of movement, but you can slide that back a little bit if you want to. But I'm a fan of the transport trucks, and this one's a pretty good one. I think I've only had really, I don't have many of these loose, so I'm kind of happy to get that. Get on into this. I'll say, you know, I was first looking at this earlier, and this is a just super nice job on this casting. The detail is really, I think, above average for the premium line. It's awesome. When they do premiums like this, I like them much better than the RLC drops, really. I know there's not really any moving parts or anything, but I mean, this just looks great. Look at the paint detail, the tampos. I mean, even down to the license plate, you know. Really good. I don't think you could have done a better job with this casting, really. Even the wheels and tires. I think they could have done something a little different with the wheels, and it would have looked fine. Maybe I'm bringing out some Mountain Drifters castings. You probably could have done something like this, maybe. I don't know, though. I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like it the way it is. Just saying, you could have used several options with this. This is just a nice casting, and I'm sure that they'll do some different things with it in the future. But very, very happy they did this. Probably one of the better things I've seen recently, to be honest with you. Up next is the Civic EG. Another solid casting. I like the color on this. Tampos, again, great. No license plate on this one. The VTEC logo there. Just really good detail on this as well. Paint does not look quite as good on this one. And I think, let's see, they released this before, and I can't remember if it had the same wheels or not, but it had this paint scheme. I think it's this exact one. If not, it was pretty close. These wheels, I don't know what it is. I'm not a super huge fan of these. I think it looks fine on this, and in the black, it looks really, you know, I think it looks good. But there's several of this casting out there in different colors. I do like the yellow, like the black hood. Some nice contrast there. Nice size on the wheels. If you're a Civic fan, I'd say you're probably happy with this. And the last car here is the Celica. I like these Celicas. These were pretty popular when I was just kind of, starting to drive. I knew some friends that had, not this version, but kind of the version under this, but I always thought it was a good looking car. And I'll say I do like the way they did the tint on this. The color's nice, the accent's nice, tampos. Right? Probably my only thing, I think they probably could have done a little bit something different with these wheels, even just a different color. To me, let's see, would that have looked good? I don't know if that would look good or not. I do like these wheels. I really like them. Just for comparison, here's the set that came with the Mountain Drifters. Love these wheels here. I think they would look great on this. I get why they didn't put them on this one. But, you know, let's see, what do we have here? Maybe could have even done a wheel like they have on the Skyline, maybe. I don't know. Maybe this in like silver or aluminum. I think that probably would look good, like a 5-spoke. I think that would have set this off. Is that the same wheel? Yeah, so instead of like doing this chrome, if they'd have just done that in an aluminum on the red car, I think that really would have popped a little bit more. But these wheels are nice. They look good. They look good. That's probably just the only thing I would change if I'd change anything. Overall, really nice castings. All of them have really good detail. If you've been thinking about picking one up and haven't been able to find one, I would say be patient. I know we get things even before some other places, and they're just starting to trickle in where I'm at. So, you know, hopefully you can find one in store. If not, you know, they may become available on the Mattel Creations website. prices have already came down on these a little bit. They may come down some more online. So, you know, I wouldn't hesitate if you're a JDM fan, if you're even thinking about picking this up. Definitely pick it up at some point, one way or the other, because it's honestly, I think it's one of the nicer sets that they've had. So anyway, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. I'd be happy to answer that for you. And if you like what we're doing, give us a like and subscribe. Look forward to doing more videos for you guys. Hope everybody's having a good week. Have a good weekend, and happy hunting.